How to stay motivated, the Locus Rule. So, got a couple of people here who need it. LT and Jazled, and we got Codic.
Hey.
Evan just looks dead inside.
Evan, you're good.
Do you need some motivation, bro?
This man just died.
Bro, okay. Anyway.
He needs motivation to just stay conscious.
Anyway, I'm just gonna start this.
Yeah. I actually, like I said, I actually follow Jack's rule of thumb, and my motivation is to not be motivated and just force yourself.
Well, let's see what the Locus Rule is.
Alright, Locus Rule.
If it's gonna let me play it.
We're talking about local beef for a second.
Yeah. You play it?
A study was conducted in 1998 at Columbia University by a Professor Claudia M. Mueller. She took a large group of fifth graders and had them work on numerous puzzles by themselves. Now, these were very challenging puzzles, but regardless of how well each child did, he or she was told that they scored very well, they did better than most of the other kids.
Manipulation.
Afterwards, half of these students were told that they scored high because they worked hard, while the other half were told that it was all because they were smart and gifted. Then they presented each student with 3 more types of puzzles to work on. Easy ones, medium difficulty ones, and extremely challenging ones. And what they found was very interesting. The students who were told that they did well because they were smart spent the majority of their time on the easy puzzles. They spent almost no time on the extremely challenging puzzles and spent much less time overall trying to solve any of the puzzles, which was a sign of lower levels of motivation. And to top it all off, when asked whether or not they enjoyed the experiment, they said that it wasn't that fun for them. On the other hand, the students who were told that they did well because they worked hard spent the majority of their time focused on the harder puzzles. They also spent a lot more time overall attempting to solve any of the puzzles, which was a sign of an increase in levels of motivation. And to top it all off, after the experiment, they said that they actually enjoyed the entire experience. So what can we learn from this study?
Quick,
there's a concept called the locus of control.
Okay, why does this keep playing?
Right, it's so broken.
I wanna bring up a point real quick. So, do you think, like those levels of experiments where you have to like basically manipulate or lie to a certain group? Do you wonder? Do they believe it? Like the other group who said, "Yeah, you worked hard. That's why." Like, surely if they didn't work hard, they wouldn't believe them, right? Like, how would that work?
Yeah.
Because the ones that don't work hard were told that they was just smart. I guess.
I know, but if that group that quote unquote worked hard knew they didn't work hard, or do you think it'll actually, like, because they're told they work hard, they'll like believe in themselves? They're like, oh yeah,
just manipulate them into believing it.
Manipulate into believing like they are hardworking, and they're like, you know what, I like this spray, so I'm actually gonna start working hard from now on. Do you think that's what happens?
Could be. And
so it's like when America keeps telling us that there's nothing in Area 51, but for some reason they never open it up to the public, and if we get close to it, they will shoot us. There's even tanks out there, so if we walk in Area 51, they would just like blow us up.
What? How is that?
I know where he's coming from,
but
it's so but I do know what you mean. It's like, but it doesn't work because we're still very curious about it. So they're doing a bad job.
Yeah.
Anyway,
degree to which you believe you have control over your life. The kids.
Oh my god, they literally just explained it right there. I paused for nothing.
Who were told that they did well because they were smart and gifted were led to believe in what's called an external locus of control. They were led to believe that factors outside of what they could control were the reason they did well.
Eternal.
Right? You can't control whether or not you're born smart. On the other hand, the kids who were told they did well because they worked hard started to believe in what's called an internal locus of control. They believed that it was factors they controlled that led to their outcomes. It was their hard work and their extra effort that allowed them to do well on the puzzles.
That makes sense.
Because how much work you put into something is something that you have complete control over. Studies on the locus of control like this one have found time and time again that having an internal locus of control is the key to staying motivated. You must feel like you have control over your life and that you are responsible for the things that happen to you if you want to feel motivated all of the time. I saw this happen with my own eyes back in the day when I was in charge of a sales team. This wasn't retail sales or car sales. This was old school door-to-door sales, which has one of the highest turnover rates. Most people only last a week before quitting. See, you need to be an extremely motivated individual to be able to face hundreds and hundreds of rejections every single day before someone even considers buying something from you. Now, over time, I was able to develop a keen eye for who would actually last, who I should spend more time and energy training. All I had to do was ask a simple question when a new salesperson on my team was confronted with their first bad day, a day in which they made no sales. I would ask them, "Why do you think you made no sales today?" And I would see how they would respond. If they blamed things like the weather, the fact that it's a weekend and nobody wants to be bothered on the weekends, or because it was the neighborhood, I would.
I can see a certain someone in this group. From that statement, I can see someone here.
Oh.
It's literally, it's this person right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Else. He likes to give me the duster. Yeah, Evan, I can see that. Like blaming outside factors. I'm talking facts though. Alright, there's no cutting in this, by the way. So.
Yeah.
Would instantly know that they wouldn't last because they had an external locus of control. They believed that the reason they couldn't make any sales was because of factors.
Alright, let's just pause it. This is, he needs to know. He needs to know.
Sheesh, back grumbler.
Hey, Evan, there is no cutting in this. I hope you know that. Bro, this is a reaction channel. We're not gonna cut. Anyway, let's go.
Outside of their control. And because of this, they spent less time knocking on doors, which was ultimately the real reason why they weren't making any sales. That's the curse of having an external locus of control. When you feel like nothing you do matters, you stop working. You stop trying. Because what's the point of trying when the world's conspiring against you, right? So how do we adopt an internal locus of control so that we can start feeling motivated all of the time? Well, they found that the best way to do so is by simply solving problems in your own life and then taking some time and appreciating the fact that it was your...
Someone told me once, it's your room reflects your mental state. And that's basically what this person says. When you're changing stuff, when you're like, okay, it's time for me to get my life together, you're cleaning. You're cleaning up your living space. You're cleaning up your living space. You're making sure and that reflects your mindset. If your room is dirty, your mind, you're not there. That's like a good sign for parents as well to know that there's something wrong with their kids. When people are like, yes, I'm gonna clean up my room, you're changing stuff. You're changing up your life. Okay, I need to do something.
Bruh, you know what? I know how true that is because out of nowhere, I decided to sort my bedroom out completely. And that same time, I decided I'm going to join the gym. I decided, bruh, it's true.
Psychological stuff, yeah. Someone told me, and I've never forgotten about it. And that's how I catch myself as well. When my room is absolutely dirty, which in some videos you can see my room is not cleaned, so I'm not in the best mindset. Like I'm in the dark place then. And that's how I realized then, okay, yeah, there's something wrong with me. I can see it in my room. Yeah, little fun fact.
That was a good bar, yeah. It hit me in the eye last night.
But that's
for actions that solve this problem. I'll give you an example just to make things more clear. Let's say you're someone who struggles with falling asleep. So you go do some research and you find out if you get some more sunlight in the morning, if you only use your bed for sleeping, and if you install a blue light filter on your phone, that should drastically increase your ability to sleep faster when bedtime comes around. You do all of those things and lo and behold, you find yourself sleeping 15 minutes faster than before. When you notice this improvement, you need to say to yourself, wow, it was because of the changes I made, because of the effort I put in that I am now able to sleep better. It's that simple. Build up that belief that you are in control of your destiny, that you have an internal locus of control, and you will never have issues with motivation in your life again. This episode is brought to you with the help of the guys at Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creators with more than 25,000
Get the bread. We're not going to watch it though, but get your bread, boy. Get your bread. Skillshare is honestly, I've really considered getting it.
We're sponsored?
Cool. Yeah, we're not sponsored, so we're not going to run this. We're not going to run sponsor. We're not sponsored. Yo, Skillshare, hit us up. Hit us up if you want this to be run on our channel.
Yeah. So I really do find that to be so true. It's like the difference I've noticed in my life over the past week. Like it's only been a week, but I've noticed it. How about you guys?
I've noticed it throughout my life. Like from a very young age, I've been told about that. Of course, I've also, I don't mind sharing this, I've been to a few therapists throughout my life as well, and they've also given me all these tips and stuff on how to look into your psychology and everything. Hard work, even like hard work, like internal. You need to know it's up to you. Don't rely on outside sources and outside stuff. That just holds you back. It just holds you back, and so it stops you from achieving stuff. Everything in life. I had learned that from school. Like in school, I really learned that because I wasn't even paying attention to class for a whole year. Didn't even show up for a year because I was sick, and I still made it through because I just spent a month, just 1 month of the entire year. I spent of just working hard, learning, and I made it through. I passed the exams.
LT?
I took my dog on a walk.
Why are you so stressed? What's happening?
Bruh.
Well, Jazled.
What was the question?
Bruh.
End it.
Okay.
End it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, there will be another video just here. So make sure to check it out if you enjoyed. Thanks and goodbye.